Donald Trump has spent a lot of time during his presidential campaign whining and crying about the fact that he's actually being held accountable for his actions. He hasn't talked policy at all. I mean, he really is not giving us anything other than there's immigrants coming over the border. Beyond that, guy hasn't said much. But recently, he actually held a little summit with two people who are not very bright, Larry Kudlow and Newt Gingrich. And during this little economic summit, they devised a new economic policy that economists are now describing as both lunacy and horrifying. Because we're dealing with very not smart people who have now come up with an economic plan that would expand Donald Trump's trade war to every country on the planet. Let me read you this. Among the ideas they discussed was Trump's plan to enact a universal baseline tariff on virtually all imports to the United States. This idea, which Trump has taken to describing as creating a ring around the U.S. economy, could represent a massive escalation of global economic chaos, surpassing the international trade discord that marked much of his first administration. Now, they haven't decided yet what that tariff rate is going to be, right? We just have the idea we're putting tariffs on everybody and everything coming into the United States because, you know, that'll stick it to these other countries. Nope. See, Trump and Larry Kudlow and Newt Gingrich don't understand how trade wars work. Which, for the record, I've effing told you this for the last 2.5 years now. Biden hasn't ended Trump's trade war with China. It is still hurting America to this day. It cost the economy, according to estimates, $1.7 trillion. It is costing American families hundreds of dollars per month since Trump started his trade war with just China. It has, we've lost 250,000 jobs, and $3 billion a month is the monthly cost for American consumers. We're paying an additional $3 billion a month because of this trade war. And it also, by the way, sent farmers in the United States into record-breaking numbers of bankruptcies. 250,000 jobs gone, all because of this trade war. And Trump is coming back saying, you know what? Let's do it again, right? But instead of just picking out China or maybe saying like, hey, Greece, you're going to have tariffs, just put them on everybody. Mexico, you want to sell goods in the United States? Boom, more tariffs. Canada, boom, more tariffs. Italy, tariffs. Spain, tariffs. England, tariffs. Brazil, tariffs. This is economic terrorism because this would devastate not just the United States economy, it would devastate the global economy. Like that's literally what economists are saying now. This is the worst economic plan these people have ever seen, and it's their job to analyze economic plans throughout history. But this is what happens when you have deeply unserious and painfully stupid people making important decisions. This is what will happen if Trump gets back into that White House. Your job is on the line. If you work in any industry where you make a product, your job could be on the line if these tariffs become a reality. If you're a consumer and you buy anything from food to TVs and everything in between and beyond it, the amount you pay for every one of those items is going to go up. You think inflation was bad over the last 2 years? We would see hyperinflation, the likes of which the globe has never experienced. And we would all be screwed. Trump would probably be fine. Larry Kudlow, Newt Gingrich, they've got money. They'd probably be fine. But the rest of us, everybody else, we would suffer more than we have ever suffered economically in our lifetimes. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.